Thank you so much to our dear hosts. Hello, everyone. My name is Scholastica Nanua, and I am from the Philippines. Today with us, we have His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Guillaume of Luxembourg, Chief Scout of Scouting in Luxembourg, and Chair of the World Scout Foundation. Welcome to Jota Joti Live, Your Royal Highness. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Right, great. Now, many people do not know about this, but you have been a scout for a very long time. Could you please tell us a bit of your own scouting story?
Well, I have. I started as a Cub Scout when I was very young, and then became, over the years, let's say, a more and more accomplished scout. And I did some quite interesting and marking experiences when I was a scout. I would say the first one was a dedication to my community, and especially going where the people needed it most. The visits, for example, in homes with people, elderly people who suffered a little bit of solitude. That was something that really marked my scouting years. The second one was, of course, discovering and having the opportunity to meet so many scouts all over the world, exchanges that were extremely enriching. And thirdly, but definitely not least, was the opportunity to go to Nepal when I was already a much more accomplished scout to help in a community that needed forestation in their villages, a school that needed to be rebuilt, and playgrounds that we managed to rebuild after natural disasters.
Wow, that's so great. I think all of those experiences are really worth sharing. Also, I think we should tell our audiences that you are still very active in scouting up until this day. And now, sir, can you please tell us about your current roles as Chief Scout of Scouting in Luxembourg and as Chairman of the World Scout Foundation?
So I am very privileged to have had a grandfather, my late Grand Duke Jean, who was Chief Scout of Luxembourg for decades and who really left a trace in Luxembourg Scout history. And I feel extremely proud to be able to follow him in his footsteps and take up this role with high dedication and a lot of joy. And my second position that I've taken now very recently is a chairman of the World Scout Foundation, which is for me a great responsibility. And I'm, I think, the first chairman of the foundation who is still in his 30s, something that I can still say only for a month's time because I will be 40 next month. But the time being, I am the youngest chairman ever of the World Scout Foundation. And it's, like I said, it's a big responsibility because it's an organization which helps, of course, scouting all over the world. And I think our job is really to work hand in hand with our team in WUSM to help support projects, Scouts projects all over the globe. And we are eager to do this and to hear more of scouts on the ground like yourselves who can help us direct and support really the projects that you need to be supported in your countries and all over the world.
That sounds very inspiring. Now, finally, we know that you have been involved in multiple humanitarian missions with the Scouts. What do you think is it important that us as Scouts help our communities?
Well, I mean, solidarity is definitely one of the core values that Scouts share all over the world, as are respect, as is solidarity, and as is the respect and the love of nature. During the COVID-19 crisis, of course, solidarity was the core value that that helped Scouts react in the right way during this type of crisis. And I'm extremely proud of the way our Luxembourgish Scouts, straight away, since the first minute where the crisis was declared, they did the right things. They were on the ground. They were helping the right people. They helped the elderly who couldn't go to supermarkets anymore. They started creating their own masks for people who needed because there were shortages. And therefore, they are rewarded the European Citizens Prize 2020. And as their chief scout, I can only express my most heartfelt respect for all the work they have done and for the way they have reacted rapidly. And I think this reaction, which was symbolized by all the scouts around the world, is something that highlights the importance of scouting and where our responsibility as scouts lies. And so I think solidarity and the solidarity shown during the pandemic is something that even Baden-Powell would be so proud of us.
Right, solidarity and scouting. I love that a lot. And I hope that our audiences here right now will take note and will get inspiration from that. Thank you very much for being with us today in Jota Joti Live. I hope that you will still have a great day
Thank you.
and keep enjoying the event. Back to the studio.